Today marks 1453rd age lessons to learn and continue to learn with you. Well, I hope these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you goals, really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Then we speak about one more letter, and that is L. And we'll share seven words that are essential to become the best version of you. Seven words that are extremely important to live a beautiful daily life. The number one is love. And everyone understands that love is the foundation of main things. Because some it could be love, some could be lack of love. I think that hate is just lack of love. And I think that when we're able to focus on understanding that how love is important in our lives, because love is foundation of anything meaningful. Passion is loving of of loving of doing something. It's relationships, loving other person enough. You can love your friends, you can love your family, you can love animals, you can love your health. There's so many things to love. And I think that when you understand, okay, like who do I love in my life? What do I love in my life? What where it could attract more love into my life? Because business could be love. And I think that the it says that the love of money is evil. But I think that when you really you have that love of your family, you want to take care of them, even then you pursue that money. I think that understanding that love is the core, and then we look at it, what do I need to do to really have more love and give more love? Because love, when you really transform from fear, really transforms relationships, builds resilience, because you are willing to do necessary things to achieve that best version of you. Because if you do not love anybody, you don't care about anybody, you don't add value to anybody, and you focus just on yourself and just potentially self-love. Because I think that self-love is important and gives a lot of value, but when you're living a transcendence on life, I think that something that's just self-love will not give you the meaning of life, even though that self-love is extremely important to live a long life as well. Number two is learning. Learning. And that's exactly what we do. And I think that every single day I share that what they're learning and share those lessons with you. And I think that every single person is supposed to understand how important is to learn every single day. Learn something every single day. Get develop, improve, transform, evolve. There's so many beautiful words that really is growth related, learning related. And then I think if you're able to ask me, what do I want to learn this moment? And I think that one of the biggest mistakes of people is learning everything. I'm guilty, 100%. What do we need to learn then? So that means to say that, okay, like who I want to become. You see that picture, you visualize, you have clarity who you need to be to achieve your vision and who you want to be. Then you say like who I am right now. Now, okay, we know where we want to go, we know where we are, there is a gap. So that learning is in that gap. So when we know the gap, we're able to include learning in our lives and fill the gap with learning, with growth, develop ourselves. Because growth is impossible without learning. Number three is leadership. And it's a beautiful word. Leadership. Lead. And of course, everyone's understanding that lead by example. If you want to lead, you need to be leading in front. Because I really love the saying that what I learned from John C. Maxwell. He said that you can be a travel agent or you can be a guide. What you will be. Travel agents are not leaders majority of the time in the sense that they just sending you to destination potentially they never been. Guides is different. They are leading the front, say, this is where I went, this is where I have been here 1,000 times, just follow me, and I will guide you to the destination that you want to go. And leadership, that is standing in front and initiating and making things happen. And we need to understand this. Leadership starts with self leadership, and when you're able to lead us ourselves, a lot of times you don't need to do anything. Just by example, you're able to lead. That's a beautiful thing. Because leadership is developing initiatives. Leadership is learning. Leadership is developing the empathy. There are so many things that leadership includes under the umbrella of leadership. And if you develop leadership, you say, okay, what do I need to learn, develop that I could improve my leadership skills? And number four, and this again, one of the leadership skills is listening. And probably you heard 1,000 million times that we have one mouth and 2 years. And that's why we're supposed to listen twice as we speak. And I think that's exactly what it is, because we need to learn, develop, improve by listening, by getting better, by understanding, by asking questions. And when we learn, of course, and we're able to really live with our life with more wisdom. And when we live our life with more wisdom, what it happens? We have better actions. And if we execute more, if we put effort, we're able to get more results. And more results is potentially even bringing more reflections and more wisdom at the same time. So I think that listening is such an important thing. It's not just because you want to develop wisdom, but at the same time to develop relationships. It is impossible to develop deep, nurture relationships without listening. Because sometimes the most important thing that you can do to develop relations is listen. Such an interesting thing. That means you don't need to know all the things what the other person needs to do to be a valuable member, valuable friend. What you need to do is making sure that you're able to listen and be there for them without judgment, without advice, until it's advice, without anything. Just unconditional love. Again, unconditional love. This is one of the most important words as well. Number 5 is loyalty. Loyalty. Such a beautiful word. I think that everyone wants loyalty, and especially in relationships, and being saying that I'm loyal to my values, I'm loyal to my friends, I'm loyal to my identity. If it's great, I'm loyal to the rights. I think that there's a lot of great things that we're able to be loyal to, and loyalty is building trust, and trust is the foundation of relationship. If there is no trust, there is no relationship. So I think it's very important to develop that loyalty that we can attract and be respected and respect other people as well. Number 6 is laughter. Such a beautiful word. And I think that sometimes we forget how important it is to put laughter into the most important parts. I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I say, I'm so serious. I really want to achieve my goal. This is a very important goal, and because this goal is so important, we start to believe that we need to be serious all the time. But I think that I learned that silliness and laughter is the things that develop your energy, and that energy allows you to be more serious when it's important to be serious. So what it means is that when you are in important priorities, when you really take action, you give 100%, 100%. But when you outside of those priorities, you can be silly, you can attract more laughter. And laughter develops so many things. Develops health, develops mind, develops relationships, develops self-worth. There's so many things coming out just of laughter alone. I think that we sometimes we forget how important it is. And that's why we need to attract laughter into our lives every single day as much as I can, to develop energy, to develop relationships. All those things will be developed when we actually say, I want to have fun, no matter what it is, no matter what's going on in my life. I want to attract laughter and fun into my life. And number 7, last one, and probably the most beautiful thing regarding vision is legacy. How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to remember? And it's like, what do you want other people to say at the last day on earth? Do you want them to question who you were, or do you want them to know exactly who you were, what you stand for, what do you know that is right? Like, I think that that's the beautiful thing when you know the legacy and you write down the sentence and say, this is exactly who I am. I want to stand for it. I will fight for it. I will die for it. I dedicate my life, my actions, my resources to that cause, and I'm dedicated to it. And that's exactly what legacy does. Because when you have a legacy, I think that one of the biggest mistakes that we do about legacy, we think that legacy is when you died, you have a legacy. But legacy needs to be understood right now, because we build legacies right now. The legacy will be left behind, but the legacy is built now. So what kind of things do you do at the moment to develop that legacy? That's a beautiful question that every single person needs to ask to really develop that legacy. So I hope you reflect on L letter and think about more words that could potentially be starting from L. And I think that's after that, I think that you will really be more mindful about the words and about the things that we need to develop just to make sure to be able to really live a better life. So I hope you choose to live. I hope you choose to live a better life, and I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.